the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He finds his man complete. It's Sharp. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw, Penix. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll throw with Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Folk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this sort of plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now 2nd and 3. A run up the middle with Irving. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Mayfield now. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Irving. Now inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
At the 26-yard line.
To the air, Penix. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. With the rep, let's go right here. 18 Raptor, 18 Raptor. Come 19, 18 Pioneer.
Now Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Tampa Bay.
180. Run.
Now a give, Irving running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
180.
Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Straight ahead is Irving. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mayfield to throw it. They'll find McMillan here. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
180. Kings. Stop.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his 1st career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a 2nd one.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. On for the extra point is Folk. And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. I think this drive is going to stay alive. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Now Folk for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10.
Regular. 20.
Here's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Regular. Alert.
Mayfield will try and do this himself. That is caught. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, alert. Good. 180. Hurry. What's up?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Martin brings it in over the middle. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Buccaneers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Good. Point it right. 180. Hurry. What's up?
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Walker in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll drop the throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So on fourth down, on is Riley Dixon to punt for Tampa Bay. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there, and he gets the sack.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 18-yard line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Penix. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Following the interception, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Running the toss to Irving. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
20. Real. Stop.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
180.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
A 29-yard attempt.
He pushed it. Something looked off with a snap, and he missed it. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They're going to look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, well, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Big gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5. Now Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Hurry, hurry!
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on second and 9.
Real.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a third and 4. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Regular. Stop.
This one taken in by Otten. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
180. Stop.
Once again, it's Irving. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You've got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drop down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 65 yards. And the Falcons use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. On for the extra point is Folk. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, again to Gainwell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing, Mayfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now 1st and goal.
Hurry, 180! Hey, alert 33! Alert! What's up?
Mayfield down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Caught by London. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
34-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. This pass is caught by London. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
The 13-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. 1st and goal. Robinson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now Folk for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Buccaneers 24.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. Here's Baker. He's got Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
46-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Good.
Mayfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Buccaneers 24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here's first down. Now Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. They'll run here with Gainwell. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Falcons, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.